Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Mr. Met, how you feeling?
very, very good. I'm feeling amazing. This is
Um,
WDLB podcast. Postseason time. It's already
yeah,
happened. We are back, and the Mets have pulled off a miracle run. Amazing.
miracle indeed. I have to say, man, I was watching the game, and when Pete Alonso came up to bat, I thought to myself, this is his Met career right here. If he gets a home run, that guy gets a 10-year contract. If he strikes out, he get him out of New York. He ain't never going back to New York.
Pete
And what did
Alonso
he
shut
do?
Pete Alonso shut everyone up.
Wait, wait, wait,
Everyone.
wait, 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 wait.
We'll get to that. Wait. He does. Why are people acting like why? Oh, why did he do that? He started doing that this year. He does that after every home run when he hits every home run. Now he does that all the time.
I think it's awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
I
because he
think it's like
kisses
the
it. He
greatest
kisses that
thing.
ball goodbye.
Chef's kiss. Chef kiss.
Yes.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
He always does that now. It's pretty
I
cool.
thought that was the most awesome. When he did that, I was dying. I was crying. I was cracking up. I was like, that's awesome. I don't understand why people think
He
that's
had
silly.
he had he was like celebrating on first base, like, oh wait, I have to do my celebration.
It was great. I thought it was
Now, all
great.
right, we're gonna go through the entire series real quick. Just a quick thing. Game one, we had Luis Severino started that game. He didn't start. He started out not so great. What I didn't realize is, aside from that one game against the Twins, when
Mm,
in 2018 against with the Yankees, he's like really bad in the postseason.
mm. Yes, has not
I
been
didn't
good.
realize that. I thought he was lights out because of it. That's because of that start. That's the only start I've really seen, out of
Mm.
all of them. And all right, so he didn't start out too well, but the Mets picked him up. Jesse Winker with the 2-run triple off of Freddie Peralta, who also does not have a very good postseason ERA. So that's kind of a theme. What I didn't realize with both teams, not very good postseason ERAs. Which I don't know how reliable you can count postseason ERA, because the bright lights, they exist, but the pitchers change over the year. I wouldn't say, oh, this guy, his ERA is terrible in the postseason. The last time he was in the postseason was 4 years ago. Then it's like,
Well,
well,
let me
you
say
know,
this. Some
yeah,
players play differently in the postseason. Some players
absolutely.
disappear in the post. Some players show up.
Kershaw's the biggest example of that.
Yeah.
Clayton
Some
Kershaw.
players show up. Some players disappear.
Yeah. And that's what happened. Severino pitched okay. He pitched them, honestly, kept them in the game. 6 innings, 4 runs. Could have been a lot worse. Kept them in the game. They teed off once they got Freddie Peralta out of the game. And the Mets took game one 8-4. Honestly, I was like, wow, they're gonna do. They came in here swinging out of the gate. The offense is awake. They're doing great. Honestly, like everyone was showing up. Mark Vientos 2-run single, JD Martinez 2-run single, which is great for him to come back out. And the bullpen looked good. Buto, Stanek, they shut him down. Game two, Sean Manaea did okay, did decent. Mets started first, and then Sean Manaea immediately gave it back. His postseason ERA is awful. You should know a thing about that. The Yankees teed off on him one year. I think
Yeah, they did.
they teed off on him. Phillies teed off on him. It was he's not fared well in the postseason, but he did okay here. I think he went 5 innings, 2 runs. Could have been worse. So it's pretty decent. Again, kept them in the game. They led 3-2 after 8, and unfortunately, Phil Maton comes in, gives up a homer to Jackson Churio, gives up a homer to to Garrett Mitchell.
Mhm.
He didn't look good, and that sucks because that's one of those guys you can trust, and he just didn't do it. He didn't get it done. There's
No,
nothing else I can say about that. He didn't have a very good September. He was
no,
our best bullpen arm once we traded for him the entire year, and he didn't have it then.
no.
So it's unfortunate because they totally could have won that in two,
Yeah,
but game three they didn't have. Honestly, give me massive props to Jose Quintana. He deserves a 1-year deal. 6 years. He deserves
yeah.
another one for the Mets.
He pitched well. He like
He was
throughout
locating.
the
He was locating where he wanted it. You know,
throughout throughout the year, you were so like down on Quintana.
because the issue with Quintana is he's just he's a very base. He doesn't have overpowering stuff. He doesn't strike out a lot of people. He doesn't try and whiff, get people to whiff. He doesn't have overpowering stuff. He's just kind of like, he tries to locate, he tries to throw the ball where he wants it. He tries to get the swing and miss. He'll try and get the whiffs, but he's not gonna. I think they showed the stat on ESPN yesterday. He has the lowest strike rate out of any pitcher in the league, at any starting pitcher, because he's trying to get them to chase. He's going down with the sinker, going down with the curveball, down with the changeup. And he's been doing a lot better at that. He had a point. I'm looking through it. 0.78 ERA in September.
Mm-hmm.
He had everything working. Everything was working for him. I think he deserves another 1-year deal with us, in my opinion. He went 6 innings, no runs, kept them in the game because they were not scoring off of Tobias Myers, who was looking really good. And then they pulled him.
Looking good was putting it mildly. That guy was just mowing
my
them
biggest
down.
shock. Yeah, my biggest shock is that they pulled him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that he's a rookie, but the Mets could not touch him unless your name was Francisco Lindor, obviously, because he had 2 for 2 against him.
Unless your name is Francisco Lindor. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Exactly. But like they teed up, not teed up. They couldn't hit him. They couldn't hit him at all.
No,
and then they couldn't hit the bullpen either.
No.
And then to add insult to injury, Jose Butto, most consistent arm the entire year, comes in, serves up a homer to Jake Bauers, which Yankee legend. Serves up a homer to Sal Frelick, who hadn't had a homer since May.
Yankee legend indeed.
The fact that you give up an absolute bomb to Sal Frelick, who hasn't hit a home run since May, is just incredible, man. How do you let that happen?
When I saw that Jake Bauers hit that home run, that's all I could think. I was like, oh, look, Yankees legend, Jake Bauers.
Jake Bauers.
Oof, that guy.
Yeah, and then they again, once again, couldn't hit. They still couldn't hit. Everyone kept coming in, they couldn't hit. Freddie Peralta came in the game. Couldn't hit him. And then in the 9th inning, Devin Williams comes in. And here's how I want to talk this. You see the John Boy Media breakdown of it? If you haven't, I recommend go watching it already.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of dumb, honestly.
No, but he's right. He's right.
If you look at it again. It's such a subtle thing for him to be tipping his pitches that way. I was like, come on, that's just so subtle. Like
you have to communicate with your players, and they're trying to win this game. If your coaches see that, they're gonna point it out.
Yeah, but it was so subtle. I don't even think. I think John Boy made it a thing, but I don't think it was really a thing.
You can think that, but
that's my opinion.
The way Lindor's at bat went, I can definitely see they caught on, because
I don't know,
after
man.
Lindor's at bat, it seemed like they were like, all right, he's throwing this way. He's clutching the ball a little bit more.
It was in his glove. How are you seeing? Yeah, but from the batter's perspective, how the hell are you seeing that?
You can see that.
All right, I don't know.
You might not play baseball because you can definitely see the shape of the glove.
I was watching. I mean, I watched the video this morning, and my gut reaction was seriously. And I know, he's very popular and he's very good at making those videos and props. Like, they're awesome. I'm a big fan. But I just felt like it was kind of a reach. That's just me, though.
I felt like it was kind of a reach. But after going back and just watching it in general, I can absolutely see that he might have been tipping. Because Devin Williams never pitches like that. Devin Williams will mow you down. He's gonna throw that changeup, throw that fastball. He's good. Those are 2 best pitches.
Yeah, but Devin Williams has been pitching almost every day for the past 2 weeks. Maybe Devin Williams just had a bad game because he was tired.
Well, I mean, he's been.
Is that out of the realm of possibility? It's just possibility.
Whatever happens, it just surprises me because Devin Williams' ERA this year was almost under 1. I know it was a short sample size because he got hurt and all that, but it was still like he might have blown 1 save the entire year.
Yeah, no.
In his 20, 21, 22 opportunities.
All I'm saying is just maybe the guy was tired. Like
you can believe that
in the stretch run. Come on.
I think he was tipping, but. Anyways,
that's the sexy story. That's the sexy story.
Lindor works the walk, which sets up everything. Incredible at bat. He was not swinging anything out of the zone. He was cutting at anything in the zone. He fought everything off. Eventually, didn't get the strike. Checked his swing, took his base. Then Mark Vientos comes up and he just gets overpowered. The thing with Mark Vientos, what I noticed is I think he's run out of gas. I think he's not used to playing a full season yet, and he's gassed. He's tired. He's not where he wants to be right now, which is fair. He hasn't played 162 plus games ever. He was in the minors, so I'd imagine it's like 130, 140. But still, he hasn't played that many games ever. So he was just outmatched. Next batter, Brandon Nimmo. It doesn't look outmatched, and lines single into right field. Lindor goes first to third. Then here comes Pete. Pete with the biggest at-bat of his career. Biggest at-bat of his career. He takes the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup. That changeup is disgusting. It is so much movement. He's trying to get you to roll over on it. It was right down the middle, but honestly, here's what I was thinking. My dad responded to me because we were both watching it. If Pete swings at that pitch and grounds into a double play, we're like, why did he swing first pitch? But if he gets a hit on that, we're like, oh, incredible piece of hitting, taking advantage of things. You're never right in that situation, you know? Mm-hmm. If he misses it, it's like, oh, come on, he swung first pitch. But if he gets it, like, what a great piece of hitting, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, true.
You can't win. You can't win. And then he works, doesn't get any competitive pitches. The fourth pitch was really enticing. I could tell. So he does that little thing where he doesn't check his swing, but he goes into it, you know, and he takes that one, and then Williams throws pitch on the outside corner. He turns on it, and I think the entire Mets fan base lost their mind there. I think what a great moment. What a great moment for. I thought it was over. I think everyone thought it was over.
Oh, absolutely, it was over.
I think this team was gonna go home. They had a great season. They surpassed everything. I think making the postseason enough was a success.
Yes.
Anything from here is a bonus. Pete Alonso turns on that one. Starling Marte adds on with insurance. David Peterson comes in and saves the game. His first career save. It's just a beautiful, beautiful showing. Especially because the inning before, you know, Pete drops an inning or two before Pete drops the pop up to him, and all the Brewers fans are mocking him. They're like, and then he comes back, hits the go ahead 3-run homer. If that doesn't tell you he's either gonna stay with the Mets or get a giant contract, I don't know what will, man.
That's probably
money is given to players who show up in October. And he did.
He did. That was probably one of the most clutch performances.
What shocks me the most is that was the first home run ever, the first go-ahead home run ever in postseason history to be hit in the 9th inning in an elimination game. Ever. Mm-hmm. It's never happened, which is incredible to me. I don't know how that's never happened. It feels like it should have, like a lot, you know? Mm-hmm. But it's never happened. It might have happened in a game in the series, but not in an elimination game. Mm-hmm. So that changes it. The Mets are going to the NLDS. Tomorrow, we're starting off against the Phillies. Against the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park. But there will be a game at Citi Field no matter what. Game 3, yes. Game 4, if that happens, will be at Citi Field. So that's awesome to see. And the biggest news we got today, which is the most incredible news I've heard all day, Kodai Senga is starting Game 1.
Oh, he's back. So he's coming back.
Kodai Senga is being activated and is starting Game 1.
That's awesome.
And that's just awesome to see. I have my Ghost Forkball from last year giveaway when he started. I'm super excited. Whatever happens with him, I'm just excited to see him back on the field, you know? He's just such a fun dude to watch. He just strikes everyone out with forkball. He had 200 strikeouts last year, 202, 200, something like that. Yeah. It's incredible to watch him pitch because he has one issue, and it's walking people. And if he can get around that, he's just unhittable. Mm-hmm. He's unhittable. And it's going to be so fun to see. They have Severino for Game 2 as well. Honestly, there's no tip. There's no, oh, you got to fight that. You have to outmatch them. And in the last series at Citi Field, in the 4-game series, they did. They won 3 out of 4. They completely outmatched them. There was no There was no like, they got lucky because the Phillies were not caring. No, they outmatched them.
They did.
And it was close. It was close in some games, but they beat them fair. They beat them fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is that I think the Mets can do it. I don't know if the Mets can do it. I think anything past this is a bonus. They advanced in the postseason for the first time since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever happens here is a gigantic win for this team, for this franchise. I'm very happy for them.
Great. I'm happy for them too. And
Well, because you want to face them in the World Series.
no, I don't want to face them in the World Series because on the chance that we lose, never hear the end of it. Sorry, no. That's worse than the Red Sox losing to the Red Sox.
Ooh,
Screw
that's
that.
a bold statement.
No, it's true. I don't want. I'm not making any bones about it. I do not want to face them in the World Series. I mean, if it happens, great, but you can't lose.
We have to think about this. We have to think about this now. The postseason is completely different. I thought about this today. The Mets were 1-5 against the Brewers this year, and they won. They beat them in the wild card.
Yeah, well,
1-5.
In the postseason, things change. Teams play differently in the postseason. Like,
yeah,
it's weird.
My biggest example for everyone who knows, in 2015 when the Mets made the World Series, in the regular season the Mets were 0-7 against the Cubs. 0-7, and they swept them in the NLCS in 4 games.
It happens.
That's baseball, Susan.
Yeah, players show up. Some players don't show up. Teams somehow figure it out and they excel. Look at the Diamondbacks last year. No one thought they would win. They didn't
even make it. Who said the Mets or the Tigers or any one of those guys are this year's Diamondbacks? Who said that? It could happen.
The Royals. The Royals.
Yeah, you get hot at the right time. It doesn't. I don't care if you had 110 wins or 86 wins. You have the exact same chance because if you got hot at the right time, you're gonna go far.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's wrap this up.
Yankees. Give me Yankees thing. Who we got tomorrow?
We got the Coltrane on the mound against the
Coltrane
Royals
tomorrow.
So
who they got? I think they got Waka pitching tomorrow.
Yeah, Waka.
You can beat him. You can beat him. They can absolutely beat him.
You
the Mets, they got Senga on the mound. They got Zach Wheeler on the mound. The Phillies got Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler is going to be playing with a lot of anger, because he's still mad at the Mets for something the Mets didn't cause, because the Wilpons are not with the team anymore.
Yeah, but you got to go in Philly, and you got to beat the Phillies. Good luck with that.
I'm hoping they can split in Philly. I'm hoping they can 1-1. If they can do that, I'll be more than happy. Because if you go back to Citi Field, Citi Field is dangerous. You do not want to be the away team at Citi Field. Because they're going to tear you apart. That atmosphere is crazy.
And you don't think the atmosphere in Philly isn't crazy?
That's what I'm saying. Home field advantage in this series is going to mean so much.
Oh, absolutely. So much. It's going to be a big part. All right. So, what's your predictions for the for this next round of the playoffs?
Don't. Remember we did. Well, not except us. I won't say us because last time I didn't say us because I don't want to be biased.
So who are the Dodgers? Are the Dodgers going to beat the Padres?
I think the Dodgers are going to beat the Padres because I think the Dodgers are going to find a way to stop the Padres in their track. If the Padres win, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised because the Padres are riding with a lot. They got a chip on their shoulder again. They can still win. They can still win. I think the Dodgers will win, but I would not be surprised if the Padres win.
And I think the Padres are going to wipe the floor with the Dodgers. Dodgers pitching.
I can see it. I can absolutely see
unless Ohtani goes off.
Joe Musgrove tore his UCL though. They just announced that today.
I heard that. That sucks.
That sucks for them, yeah.
But yeah, the Dodgers. See, the Padre lineup I think is a little bit better than the Dodger lineup.
Well, I think because the Dodgers lineup is broken and battered and all, there's no one on there right now. Especially more pitching.
Can I finish my sentence, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. I know you get excited, but come on,
I'm excited, man.
Oh, no. So, you know what? I lost my train of thought. It doesn't matter. All right. So, what about the other series? Cleveland and
Detroit. I think if the Tigers win one in Cleveland, they're going to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
If that gets back to Detroit and the Tigers aren't losing in the series, I think the Tigers are going to do it.
But on paper, Cleveland's a better team.
That's on paper. On
And they have,
paper, the
yo,
Astros were the better team.
and Cleveland has the best closer in baseball.
That is true.
And you get him in there, it's over.
Oh, it's over no matter what.
He's not giving up. I mean, I know Devin Williams is a good closer, but Clase is in a class of his own. But
Okay, bro. You're not John Sterling. John Sterling would
no,
say
but that
something
was
like
good.
that.
It was good. It was good. I'm training. I want
Oh,
to,
you're training. You're
some
gonna be new
training.
John Sterling.
Yeah,
One of
new
your
John
top.
Sterling.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Clase
Good to
is in a
hear.
class of his own.
Okay.
Okay, Susan. All right. Anyway, let's wrap it up, brother.
Last one is Yankees and Royals. I'll predict that one. I think the Yankees. I think the Royals, they beat Baltimore, but I think the Yankees are just too overpowering to the Royals. Because the one thing about the Royals is they didn't hit.
My biased opinion is, the Yankees are gonna just wipe the floor with them.
Well, yeah.
But the Royals do have two good starters. So
two good starters that you won't see for game one.
Yeah,
so
that's true. But you can win game one, and then the Royals could just turn it on. It's not unheard of.
Absolutely. The only thing that the Royals don't have going for them is that the Royals won by pitching. They didn't hit. They didn't hit at all. They scored 3 runs in 2 games, and the Orioles scored 1 run in 2 games. That's the only reason they won.
The Orioles were just, even though like the last series
they were flat.
They were just flat. But you always look flat when you lose, right? And then you look great when you win. So
no, but like they were like extra flat. Like they had 1 run and it was because of a home run. It wasn't like they strung together some hits.
You know what it is too? They just didn't match up well. It just wasn't a good matchup for them. It just didn't seem like a good matchup for them.
I just think they played poorly in general.
Yeah, but you know how some teams just match up better against other teams? You just play well.
Biggest example, the Mets always beat the Diamondbacks. Always, never fails. The Mets will always beat the Diamondbacks.
There you go. All right, brother.
And yeah.
All right, brother.
We will see what happens. I'm very proud of the Mets for advancing this far, even though if they lose this one, they lose this one. The Phillies are good. I understand. But if the Mets can keep this season was a success in general. I'm very proud.
It was a very good season so far, but let's not say it was. It's not over yet. So
it's not over
so far.
Yet. They got at least 3 games. They got 3 to 5 games in this one. We'll see how it goes.
Man, imagine we get a Yankee Met World Series.
Oh, I would not.
I'm scared of it, but man, it would be so much fun.
I don't think I want it because I couldn't handle it. I can't handle it.
But if you lost, if the Mets
I lost, I would.
It wouldn't be that big of a deal for Met fans because it's like, well, you know what? You're the little brother anyway. It's fine.
I'm sure.
Big brother
but
little brother.
If the Mets won.
Oh, if the Mets won, it's like little brother beating big brother. Forget it. Yankee fans would be jumping off the roof. Forget about it.
Well, all I'm saying is that Yankee Stadium was playing OMG today. So.
Yeah, well, did you hear last night when Edwin Diaz was pitching, they were playing the trumpet song for him?
Well, no, that's William Contreras' walk-up song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I heard it. I was like,
did you see? So when William Contreras was on the Braves, Edwin Diaz actually went out and was like, dude, this is stupid. And the people who made that song, Timmy Trumpet and Blaster Jacks said that's Edwin's song. You need to choose a new song.
That's funny.
He didn't.
That's funny.
Didn't. So the next time they faced him, he struck him out on 3 pitches, and they were all like angry fastballs.
That's funny.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that's like playing Enter Sandman for anybody else but Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, come on, William don't do it. Like that song's not a walk-up song. That's like a pitcher entrance, Yeah.
Well, he doesn't think that. He likes it. All right, dude. You have a good day.
We'll see how. You have a good day too, man. You got a game tomorrow. We got a game tomorrow.
I'm doing my ritual. I'm making pizza. I'm actually making my own pizza. I'm gonna make my own pizza, but I'm gonna order wings because I like wings from this one place. And
what kind of wings do you get?
They're Asian wings from a pizza place.
Okay, so they're are they just fried chicken wings? There's nothing on them.
No, they're Asian. They have they dip them in some kind of Asian sauce that tastes amazing.
Like soy sauce or something like that.
It's not a soy sauce. I don't know. It's like a nice tangy, spicy, sweet sauce.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, they're delightful.
Pretty
So
good.
I'll be having that with my homemade Detroit style pizza. That's what I'll be
Mm,
having tomorrow. I got my
love it.
dough. I made my dough last night. It's been rising. I have it in the refrigerator. It's still rising. Tomorrow morning I'll take it out, let it rise a little bit more, and then make my pizza ready
My
for game
rituals.
time.
What are my rituals? My rituals. Keep the OMG sign up. Always stays here. I wore a Lindor jersey yesterday, and both games that they won, I wore the Lindor jersey, and the game they lost, I didn't. So I
Well,
have to wear it every
and you
time now.
had on the poopy pumpkin
Oh
hat for
yes,
a little while.
this thing.
There
I
you
wore
go.
that for the.
I call it the poopy
So
pumpkin hat.
we'll
Yeah.
have to wear that too,
Yeah, so
maybe.
you had that on for a bit. So that was
Well,
cool. I
hope
actually when
see what
going to bat, I was texting. I was like, "Put the hat back on right now. Put it on."
I should have.
Hey, you
We
didn't
did it
have
either
to.
way.
You
We
didn't
did it
have
either
to.
way.
You didn't have to. Oof,
Pete
what a
heard me.
game.
Look,
What a
Pete.
game.
Pete has earned my respect. I mean, Pete already had him, but like he lost it this year now. He's back. I'm happy for this team. Hope they go far. Signing off. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell for any time we go live or we post. That helps the algorithm, which means more people will see our videos and we can grow. So that's awesome. We
All right.
we need one case so we can get the stuff, you know?
Yeah, if
Get
you
the
want to get
matching,
those,
the
you
merch.
want. Oh yeah, you want to get those
Oh,
the
we want to get
gloves.
the sliding gloves. We need to get our
Yes.
mitts. Yes.
All right.
All right. We will see you in the next one.
See you on the next one. Have a good night.
Peace.
Bye bye.
Peace.